Hey guys, welcome back and welcome if you're new. My name is Mandy, and today I wanted to go over specifically my home and family layout and basically how I use my home and life planner to just kind of, honestly, it's more of a guide for me. I don't want to sit here and say that I do everything on my schedule or anything, but I know I do really feel like if I don't plan, what is the saying? Fail to plan, fail to something. I don't know. But if I don't plan it out, it really will not have a chance of getting done. So my mentality is if I have something that I can go off of, then I have more chance to actually complete the task that I know I wanted to complete. So we're mainly focusing on this page here, but since it's like in my planner, you're gonna kind of see like the other things around it. I keep it in here where homeschool is right here, and I have, like my time blocking layout here. So today though, we're really focusing more on this page. But the first thing that I do is I set up my monthly calendar for my projects. So for example, I have a list of different projects that I would really like to do, and I separate them out for the month. So I'm going to go ahead and, because I'm like at the beginning of February when I'm filming this, I'm going to go ahead and kind of show you my January one. So what I did for January was I just kind of put them on the side here, and whatever I was able to organize, those are the things that I do for my monthly projects. So I tried to do an item for each week. That doesn't always happen, but the fact that I have it like planned out, I feel like is much easier for me to try to like actually do it. Because if there's nothing written there and then I have to go find, just an idea of what I want to do, then that's not going to happen. So what I do is I get like, I've gotten like lists off of Pinterest before. I've created my own lists before. I actually have a home care or cleaning like schedule and everything in my shop. So if you're interested in that, check down below in the description, because I do have that in my shop, and that is what I usually actually do. But there are some home projects that I just don't think about. So I'll use some old planners or a Pinterest list or something like that. So here I was mainly focused on organizing the kitchen, and I like to write the projects down on my monthly. So it's something that I'm not going to be doing daily or weekly. It's more of like once a month, or maybe even once a year or quarter will go on this page as well. So then we go into my, let's see, I'm going to go into my current one now. So this one is what we're going to go into. So I'm going to take us a little bit closer here. And for this, this is basically where I came up with different things for each day. Now, in order to do this, what I had to do was write down different things, like on a piece of paper. I had to write down the different things that I want to get done in the week. And honestly, sometimes it's not even weekly. It's kind of like every other week even. I wrote those things down. I actually separated them. I had weekly and every other week and monthly. I had all of that on a piece of paper, which I don't have. I think it's in one of my old planners. It's one of those pieces of paper that honestly doesn't like look that nice or anything. It's when you're like, okay, I'm gonna brainstorm right now, I really feel like doing that, and then your brainstorm session was the most awesome and you got everything written down. That's what that paper was. And I do have it in an older 8.5 by 11 planner. But what I did was I separated the things, and what you want to do is assign them to days that make sense for your schedule. Or for me, I'm getting to the point where my kids could try to help me out. I have an almost 10-year-old, a 6-year-old, and then I have my almost 4-year-old. So my almost 10-year-old is definitely willing to help out with some things, and my 6-year-old as well. So what I ended up doing was realizing, okay, I do need to dust furniture or dust shelves or something like each week. So dusting furniture is on my weekly every Monday. Vacuuming is on there every Monday as well. And I tried to stick to like no more than 3 tasks in a day. But if there's more than 1 or 2, I do not probably do, just to let you guys know, I most likely do not do more than 1 or 2 tasks on that day. And sometimes I don't do any of them. I will, like I said, I'm going to be honest, I may not do any of these because my day is so stretched and full already. But if I have a moment or my kids want to help out, I have somewhere to go. So like on Tuesday, I have windows, light fixtures and fans, doorknobs, and cabinets. So we are not going around doing all of those, but if I took on one task, my oldest boy took on a task, and then my other child took on a task, then we would all have something to do. And that's kind of the point. I really wanted to have it all written down so that way when somebody asks me if they can help out, or if I have if I'm able to schedule in a home care time, I can just look at my planner and go, what am I doing today? If I can get on a better schedule with it where I do it every day, then all of these things get done in the week, and that's amazing. So then I thought about my Wednesday schedule. And I also want to point out that on Mondays, I meal prep for the week. I do that over the weekends a little bit too, but Monday is the day that I don't really have too many other things scheduled. So, and I'm able to be in the kitchen more. We're typically home in the afternoons with no problem. So I put meal prep for the week because if I can make about 2 meals on a Monday, or even just like cut up some fruits and veggies or whatever I can do to prep for the week so I have snacks or proteins or whatever, Monday is always a nice day for that if I couldn't get it done on the weekend. And as you can see, that's how I typically will sit down and say to myself, what can I do? Sorry, I had a little notification on my phone. What can I do? When can this task be done? When's the best day of the week for it to be done? And then Wednesdays, we like to have our groceries by Friday. Well, if I want to have my groceries by Friday, I have to think, how long do I need to get my grocery list together? And to get my grocery list together, I need to know what meals we're looking at for the next week. So I've set up where Wednesday I can sit down and do menu planning. So I make my menu plan for the next week on a Wednesday. And then I also do the grocery shopping if it's, using my phone online, or, I guess that could say grocery list. But the actual shopping time is if I go to a store. It does work out on Wednesday because my boys have co-op, so that's a day where I can get in the store. Or it's a day where I can just sit down and go on my phone and make sure, I have a pickup ready for Friday. And then between Wednesday and, Thursday, if there's anything I forgot or whatever, I have that little buffer time. So Wednesday is kind of all about the menu planning. And I don't really have any other tasks except to clean out the fridge and the pantry, because if we're going to be getting groceries in the next day or two, I definitely want that to be done. So that kind of works out for that day. So as you can see how I strategically plan things on the days that work for me. Now, by the way, this is, this whole setup here is in a bundle in my Etsy shop, and this is in there. I have blanks here. I have my plan there. I have ones with habits but blanks here, or I have the tasks there but without the habits written. So if you guys are interested in this system or anything, it is linked down below, and I just want to thank you right now if you choose to buy it, because I do really think it's an awesome system. So and then I've basically made Thursday more of like a floors and the microwave and stovetop day. Let's see, go over here. Fridays are the bathroom days. So I basically clean the bathrooms. We change out the towels and restock items. Now, I don't have laundry on here because laundry is like a typical part of my day. As you can see, it's in my habits. So I have it down here to do it, actually to check, to start and to complete. So it's twice a day there. I don't really need it here on my tasks for my day. But if I was wanting to assign like a specific laundry, because I have done that before to make sure that I get everybody's laundry, including like bedding and rugs, I would probably write it here, like write it on my theme for the day. But Friday is typically more towards bathrooms. And then I try to give myself some grace on Saturday and Sundays. I don't always do very much cleaning. It's like we'll do a bunch, maybe one Saturday or Sunday a month, and then the others we don't really do because we have things going on. But I do have sorting paperwork and mail, because our counters and the desk can get pretty, full, and I want to make sure I stay on top of that. It's also a day where we can work in the, clean out the car, work in the garage or the porch and patio. And I put baseboards there, in case the kids can kind of help out with that, and changing bedding. And then Sunday, I also have clean car and purse and take out all the trashes because our trash comes on a Monday. So again, strategically thinking about when things happen and how that may affect your cleaning routine, I think is important. And that's how I use this planner. In the habits section, I like to try to have these habits in like how I do them daily, or basically almost daily. Not all of these I do daily, but I do them more often than not during the week. And I try to have them in order, in the order I can best do them. So for example, I'm trying to make sure that I get up and do my Bible and prayer time. I'm trying to make sure that I do some exercise in the morning. And then I get ready, make my bed. I try to swipe the bathroom, so clean off the counters or the toilet, grab the laundry, go downstairs and figure out what's for dinner. And all of this is, pretty much before, at least most of this is before I get on with my day for homeschooling and just like the day-to-day hustle, right? And then after like that big chunk of homeschooling and feeding the kids like breakfast, homeschool, lunch, naps, then I kind of go into this area of my day. So I check in and make sure that I'm finishing up the laundry I started. I'm prepping for dinner. I make sure that I take a little break, kind of clean off the counters and make sure everything's tidy in the kitchen. And then in the evening, typically I try to set out a new kitchen towel. We try to sweep and vacuum the kitchen and tidy the living spaces before we get upstairs. I did leave room for me here because I'm trying to make sure that I walk and that I'm reading. Now, this is more like reading, a book that I'm like, reading with a friend or interested in. So that is how I have my home and life layout set up and how I use it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it gave you some good ideas. Let me know in the comments below if you have this planner, how you use it, and if you're enjoying it. And if you are interested in it, again, I have so many pages in there. It's a bundle, but it's enough to create your own planner for a year, you guys. But this is kind of like the weekly layout that I use from it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button if you did, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Bye, guys.